question number 1 is saying to select an even single-digit whole number. So we have to figure out what are they asking for. So when I look at this, I can see that the digits are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There are 10 digits. And then it's wanting just single digits, so I would not count a 10. And usually when you just look at digits, the digits are just the 0 through the 9. So the single digit seems really strange to me. And then it's wanting a whole number, which these are all whole numbers, so we're okay there. And then it wants an even number. So when I look at this, 2 is even, 4 is even, 6 is even, 8 is even. And so if we wonder if 0 is even, I could take 0 divided by 2 and get a whole number. So I know then that 0 is also even. So what they're wanting in the sample space is 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. All right, let's go on to number 2. Number 2, they're talking about rolling a single die and then toss a coin. So if I go and I roll a single die, my sample space is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then flip a coin, that would be a heads and a tail. So my sample space, if I rolled a 1, and then if I flipped the coin and I got a heads, I would have 1 head in the sample space. If I rolled a 1 and then I flipped a coin and got a tail, I would have a 1 T in the sample space. The same thing would follow with the 2. If I rolled a 2 and then flipped the coin and got a head, that would give me a 2 heads. And if I got a 2 and then I flipped the coin and got a T, that would give me the 2T all the way through the rest of this. So what I want to do next is kind of look at what they've got here, because I think this is what we want to make sense of. This is just the sample space of rolling the single die. So that's not going to work. Then when I look here, I see this is the sample space of the flipping a coin twice, and then this is just the sample space of rolling the die. So that doesn't work. This is just the sample space of flipping a coin twice. That's not what we need. And here they're trying to mess with you because here's the 1, and so then they put the heads and the tails together like we could choose from that. And of course this is the correct one because it is 1 head, 2 tails, 3 heads, 4 heads. I said tails, didn't I? 1 head, 2 head, 3 head, 4 head, 5 head, 6 heads, and then 1 and then a tail, 2 tail, 3 tail, 4 tail. So of course this one makes the most sense. This one is just the sample space containing the sample space of rolling the die and the sample space of flipping the coin. So let's look at question number 3. Use the counting principle to determine the number of elements in the sample space. The possible ways to complete a multiple choice question consisting of 25 questions, with each question having 4 possible answers. So I could have written out 25 lines here, but I was too lazy. So I wrote out a bunch, ... So there are, basically this is representing the 25 questions. So how many choices do I have for the first question? A, B, C, or D. So I have 4 choices here. And then I look and say, how many choices for the second question? 4. Third question, 4. Fourth question. So all the way through on the 25 questions, we have 4 choices on each one. So that would give me the 25th power. This is the base, the 25 is the exponent, and what that is saying is 4 multiplied by itself 25 times. So let's come down here and we're going to look at number 4. It says use the counting principle to determine the number of elements in the sample space. The possible ways to complete a true-false question test consisting of 30 questions. So now I have 30 lines. and how many choices on each line. Well, if it's true or false, I have 2 choices on each question. So I would end up with 2 raised to the 2 raised to the